19th of July 2022, and I can confirm the actual time is 13:43 p.m. UK time, and of course it is, I would say myself, 21 degrees here in this sort of spot and locational area. So I'm actually going to whiz around the camera here so you can actually see exactly roughly where I am right now here. So I will take the camera around. This is the actual promenade here, which stretches all the way across the Norfolk coast, and of course it'll stretch that way into the other side of the Norfolk coast, you know, heading towards seashore, that sort of way. So if I move the camera around this way, because I am live here, this is the bowling green here. I don't think anyone's on it. I don't really think anyone's on the bowling green at the moment, but next to it is the car park in that sort of direction. And if I whiz around here, you will see and notice the Britannia Pier, which stretches out all the way to the sea here. And we want to show you a little bit of the sea before I continue with the catch-up here. It's not often I get to do a catch-up at a seaside resort. It is the first time I've ever done it. If you do want to say hello in the chat, feel free to do so. Hopefully you can see the signal very well. Do let us know if the signal's poor from this location. And do let us know what you are sensing right this minute here. We should have at least a few people watching this afternoon. Sorry, my throat is going a bit strange. I think I need a bottle of water to keep my throat going, because it's absolutely amazing sort of view here. It's almost like a webcam view that you don't often see. I'm on the webcam of, I would say, the iPhone this time, the same source at the moment to this day that you would actually spot the Truth Social app, which is the actual new social media that is widely spreading. But yeah, okay, if you do happen to spot Truth Social, do check it out, because we've actually now signed up to it. Lovely Coffee is on there, soon to be touring with us, and soon to be Social TV, as it's got the word social in it. So please subscribe to us if you haven't already. This is like a webcam view here. The webcam of the main one is over there near that cinema over there, and of course somebody's done a video of inside that cinema, which is amazing to see. You know, I think What With Me Tim channel done that. I haven't actually been in the cinema myself, but I heard it's quite good. So this is quite an easy sort of locational area to spot here for any kind of, you know, TV company to come down here. It is absolutely brilliant, and the area is magnificent. If I whiz around here, you can see there's plenty of space here in order for a camera to stand here. So that promenade stretches all the way to seashore, which is quite a long way down there if you are a walker that is unfit, a bit like me. But of course, yeah, if you are a fit walker, then you'll enjoy all the walks heading towards that way. So yeah, also, yeah, there's another part of the beach down that way. So seashore is a caravan site for your holiday makers out there. Do check it out. You've got hotels all the way dotted around this area here, and this is not often a site that is easily seen by the naked eye with that glass eye. So you've got to check these areas out with the glass eye. So yeah, you'll see my face in just a moment, but yeah, I will point the camera around this way so you get a lovely view of the Britannia Pier. But what we'll quickly show you is that there is a big wheel over there. I don't know if I can zoom in from here, but of course I may not be able to do it, so I'm gonna have to sort of keep it at that sort of camera. But what I will say, ladies and gentlemen, is that hang on, got a problem here. Oh, hang on, it's gone. So yeah, the big wheel is over there, and it's a different one this year apparently. And you've got of course Tiffany's Tower over there, which is what it used to be called. And of course I believe it's a nightclub still somewhere. I don't know if that's true, but Winter Gardens is also down there, and the Wellington Pier is also down there. The webcam of The Marine Parade is over that way, and Marine Parade it's called, and it stretches all the way down the seafront. And there's another webcam showing near the big wheel. So also down there is the toilets, if you need to know where the toilets are, the public toilets that is, and also of course they are free of charge to use. And of course you've got your ice cream shop down there. I might fancy an ice cream down there later on. So I'm going to use my shades now, and of course you'll be able to see me a little bit better now. Thank you very much for the thumbs up, by the way. It really does help. Can I switch the camera that way? I believe I can. There you go. It is really me live recording. I am actually live, but of course I guess you can call it a recording here. If I move around here, it's much more easier for you to actually see me here. If I walk backwards here, so yeah, what I'm going to do is get my shades out now, which is quite useful to know. So there you have it. I'll zip all my bags up here. Hopefully you'll still get the signal here, because I'm actually using the 4G from another phone, so that's quite useful to know, isn't it? So there you go. Yeah, I can't really see the screen because it's much more darker than it is actually right this minute here. There's kids screaming all over the place, and I cannot film them for obvious reasons, to protect the privacy of families and that kind of thing. But yeah, so what did we do today? We went to hamburger breakfast today, and we had about 2, maybe 3, including Ray and Kate, who are our guests on our sort of, I would say, holiday but not holiday, and they were the first guests that we have ever had since coming to Norfolk here. And of course they enjoyed a jumbo meat. I think it was $7.95 each, and we had a pot of tea. They had a cup of tea, obviously, and we had a pot of tea with a pot of water, which is not too bad, and reasonably priced at that locational area. And also something to note is that they were having one more day off, which was on Monday. We thought they were closed for other reasons like COVID or something like that, but obviously that wasn't the case. So yeah, I'm well in a locational area that of course people would never think I'd end up. So yeah, it's been a fascinating sort of few days. This is day number 4, and our last day, well, it's not really a whole day that we're going to be thinking about, because we are going to be on our way probably around about 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock to hopefully get our train back to Cambridge and continue on from there. And of course it'd be just amazing if we are to get our full travel back, because we have deserved it, to be fair. You know, no need for rail strikes. Apparently there's some more on my birthday sort of time, which is 19th of August. Note that down for your diary. I want to say that. Yeah, Live Now Talk TV. Has anyone heard of that? It's Piers Morgan. I don't know how many people watching at this moment of time. Probably nobody. But of course, yeah, if you're watching on replay, massive hello to you, and massive warm welcome to the new subscribers as well. I think we've had another one recently. I think somebody by the name of Andrew. I don't know who he is, but of course, could be from anywhere. Could be from the United States of America. And you know, we were talking to someone from America yesterday, thinking we lived in a particular area. Well, we do. It's Essex area, so of course that's in the UK. That's all we can give as for information right now. Well, it feels very kind of light wind here, and it's not as hot as they are making out at this point of saying. It's not 40 degrees over here, it is a lot less, about 27 degrees, according to my phone earlier. I thought it was 21, maybe it was at 10 o'clock, and then it's dramatically sort of increased. And of course they're telling us not to actually enjoy the weather. You know, who are these experts trying to do that, you know? And of course, you know, it's time that we took a bit of common sense, and a lot of people are saying about the common sense, as well as people saying saying, or saying is the right word, that we should stay in, which is quite annoying, really, when people start to say that, because of course this is not the first time it's ever been hot here. Because I remember, of course, back in 2019 when I watched Jim Davison at this locational area here just behind me. I don't know if you can see it very well, because I can't really see you lot out there. I can only see a dark version of me. And of course, basically he has been performing in this building here called the Britannia Pier Theatre for many of years, and I saw him in particular before the lockdown in 2019. And of course, apparently the theatre is haunted. I don't know how true that is. It'd be nice to check it out one day and have a little bit of a look around backstage, maybe. But of course, he's on this year, I believe in July and August as well. I don't know if we're going to get a ticket this year because of the train strikes. Makes it a little bit tricky and harder. Hopefully there's no train strikes in September, which will be very annoying, because it'd be frustration. It's a bit like bunking off school, isn't it? When they actually when pupils bunk off school, they get expelled, don't they? So of course maybe there's a way that they can get fined for doing that, or somebody else could take over their job if they don't like the job that they've got. So that's what I would actually do. If you can't do it, don't do it. If you think it's too much hassle, it's quite common sense on that. But yeah, I'm probably going to get an ice cream in just a little bit here. But yeah, Jim Davison, I can't say the word, can I? Even though, of course, I'm on my own here. There's probably people watching, that's what it is. So yeah, even though, of course, we're not able to see Jim Davison this year, it's definitely worth checking out. He's got his own Ustream channel, and a lot of followers there. Apart from this guy in this breakfast bar called Jim Davison an idiot. I wonder why he called him that. Well, some people might actually say that the person saying the comedian's an idiot is probably an idiot themselves, but there you go. I'm not going to go into depth with it, but what I'm actually now going to show you is what the sound is like here on this side of the pier. Okay, so it has appeared from somewhere. What a unique pier, I have to say. I've got to say that word, that special word, unique, here. And it is kind of like a unique seaside resort, because actually it's one of the first times I've actually experienced Spain weather here, and of course it's something that we've never seen before. It's never been no clouds before, not hardly one cloud here. I'm not a weather expert, but of course, it's just okay. You've just got to be very sensible, that's all it is. How many people tuned in right now? Katie Healy is tuned in. Hello to you. It's nearly 40 degrees here. I'm struggling. Where are you struggling though? Where are you though? Let us know in the comments where you are watching from. So we'll stay on for a little bit here, but thank you very much indeed for tuning in. If you haven't already subscribed to Touring With Us, make sure you do. We've had a lot of interest since we've been to Norfolk here. Would we get that if we went to another location in Norfolk? We'll see if we ever get a chance to do that, if we chance any trains, if they are not on strike days. But yeah, Katie said it's in Warwickshire, Stratford upon Avon and Midlands. A lot of train strikes up in that way as well as down in this area. They are doing 1 per hour from Great Yarmouth to Norwich to Cambridge, that sort of way, and hopefully we should return. They may well be doing the same thing tomorrow, I don't know, but of course they are definitely running. But the only one is not running at the moment is Cambridge to Ipswich, so you can't really go direct through that way via Bury St Edmunds. So they have cancelled some of them on that particular note. That's according to the Greater Anglia app, so I thought I'd give you an update on that. That's only today. Things could change tomorrow, things could dip down. Possibly chance for a thunderstorm. Doesn't look like it at the moment, but of course it might be just scaremongering thoughts. But of of course, it's just one of those things. What is Kate Healy saying there? I'm just catching up with some of the messages here, if I may. All lives are visible. Oh, there you go. Alex Bailey is tuned in. Hello to you. Where are we today? Well, we're in Norfolk. Does that answer your question? So, yeah, we're in Norfolk today, somewhere which is quite a popular resort, and let me see if you can work it out. It is quite a famous place, and of course it's famous to a lot of comedians such as Jimmy Carr, Jim Davidson. Hopefully that gives it away. And of course a lot of people come here for ice creams. I'll probably have one in just a moment. I'm quite fortunate to be able to have an outside view here. It's quite nice to be able to do that. It's pretty much small on my camera, but of course I'm using the iPhone this time. Hopefully you can hear my voice, and hopefully the signal is okay what you're watching on, because sometimes the signal can sort of differ, especially if you go towards the other end of the town. And also, of course, yes, another thing is that they do have a spoons. It's called the Troll Cart, and there is a place where you can actually stay the night there. Somebody by the name of Nigel Craft, who is a singer for Walk With Me Tim, and he does his own songs and covers and all that kind of thing, definitely worth checking out. And what I would say on that note is that he is now in Skegness, and he travelled the day before this mess happened with trains, so he was fortunate to get some travel, and he was fortunate to be able to afford it as well in Skegness. Apparently it's 28, maybe 31, sort of knocking on that way in Skegness we're talking about. But here in this locational area, it's the coolest, and you can see by the look of my face here that I'm enjoying the weather, because it's 27 and it's just amazing breeze here from this locational area. So yeah, do let us know, by the way, if you'd like us to go to a certain area of East Anglia. We'll try and do our utmost best to get there, but obviously we have to rely on transport. If you do want to donate for us so that we can actually do this and maybe stay the night somewhere, if you want us to check out a particular location, feel free to get in touch with us. We'd like to hear from you. So every donation is welcome, and of course you can do it by GoFundMe if you wish to do so. And everyone that does enter the donation spree will be entered within a draw to win a Touring With Us mug when we announce the winners. So yeah, only one winner can win that, so of course it will be a chance for you to win. And of course you can buy a t-shirt, not quite like this, because it's not the best t-shirt that I'm wearing, but of course it does say Touring With Us on it. It's one of the oldest shirts that I've got. I don't know if you can see that very well. It does say Touring With Us on it. So yeah, I can't go sort of searching back, because I'll end up falling in the sand, and it'll be a painful experience, so I won't do that. So let's have a look at the comments while we're here. Yeah, I've just got to keep up with it, basically. Hunstanton is nice, yes, probably is. We will probably end up going there, because we're thinking of doing a Spoons night stay somewhere. Hopefully we can get that locational area, because I want to take my guests on me. They will help me out. I'm about to interview them live very soon, so I'm going to have to come off air soon anyway, because they're waiting for me to go to their room and have a talk with them, because one of them actually wants to talk about his first time in this location, and not only that, he wants to talk about how he overcame his sort of alcoholism, which of course a lot of people like alcohol, and of course it's very good advice, very easy, sensible, common sense to actually use your common sense about alcohol, and no drinking too much, or not drinking too much is the thing, you know, and take very sensible precautions when drinking, like anything in life. You know, you take extra precautions, you know, whilst out and about. But what I would say on that is he's going to be talking about how he overcame his problem with addiction of alcohol. That is the best way to do it. And we'll be also hopefully having a tour around the cafe one day of the Edge Cafe in Mill Road in Cambridge. If you've not been to Cambridge, check it out. At the moment it's too hot to do it, but if you like the heat, then so be it and go to Cambridge. But of course, at the moment I don't really fancy that right now. But yeah, I actually fancy staying here all day and enjoying the sunshine, but I don't really want to get sunburned. So yeah, I'm going to go inside in just a minute. So yeah, I've been told not to stay out in the sun. That's what we've all been told, but of course it's like that nanny state, isn't it, where we have to be told what to do these days, but everyone knows common sense, don't they? But what I would say is take extra precaution, obviously, and we all know how to look after ourselves, don't we? We're not a child anymore, and it's like this dictatorship or this control state. It's a bit like what we experienced over the last 2 years, and we need to move on from it, really. We need to urge people to do that, really. This is what this channel is about, not of course a politics channel, but we instead want to have a free speech nation, a bit like GB News, but not extreme as that, obviously. But of course we want to make it a friendly environment where we have different sort of opinions, and everyone's entitled to their opinions, even of course the other side of the coin. We want to hear from everyone, as long as they're sensible, friendly, and of course we can have a sensible debate, not a political debate, by the way. So yeah, soon to be coming obviously social TV in August, and of course we will be heading Truth Social way, and it's only available on iPhone. I remind everyone out there, and of course the scary thought is it's set up by Donald Trump, but is it actually a scary thought? But yeah, some people on here have said nice things about Donald Trump. You make your own mind up about him. I don't take sides on that particular note, not here in this location, because it's too nice to actually talk my opinions here. But of course, yes, you can share your opinion with us if you like, and of course talk amongst yourself. But I'm not saying my opinion, because it's going to cause a lot of arguments, maybe, just maybe. But anyway, thank you, and I appreciate you tuning in, and I thought nobody was going to tune in today, but of course it's been really, really sensible of you to come and say hello to me. It looks like a lot of people are over in that direction. I don't know if you can see them over there. If I flick the camera, you might be able to say, oh, probably can't see. There you go, people with hats on. Probably another good, sensible advice there. But anyway, we're going to leave it on that note, and of course what I thought I'd leave you with is the view of behind me on this side of course Britannia Pier in Norfolk, the seaside's finest place, and a lot of people spend a lot of time abroad. I've got no reason why they do that, because they'll get mixed up with this fire that's been going on as well. But it's not fire everywhere, but obviously you have to take extra precaution, because it's really extremely hot in certain locations, especially Sri Lanka and Africa. It's no different to what that is over there, and they have to survive the heat, don't they? And of course Portugal, and some places like Fatima, I hear it's about 28, maybe more than that in Portugal. Somebody said they actually thought they saw Cristiano Ronaldo, but I thought I saw someone say that on a messenger source, and of course talk about them being a crybaby, especially Cristiano Ronaldo. But anyway, let's not dwell into the details, but I knew that was complete false. I don't think anyone's ever met Cristiano Ronaldo in a Catholic church, but there we go, that's another thing altogether. Big hi to Russell Nightingale in Portugal at the Fatima area right now. It's a place called Fatima, by the way, before people get offended. But anyway, let's have a look at the comments before we go. So yeah, it is very, very hot. Are you in Hunstanton, Alex, yourself, or are you in Suffolk? Do let me know before we finish our live stream. Please do let me know. Are you in Hunstanton now? I believe Hunstanton can be very, very windy in the winter. You know, it's like that scenario where, of course, they have a bit of wind, and wind can be dangerous as well, although to some extent wind is not that dangerous as what people are making out. or the mainstream people are making out. Not everybody, but of course, you know, it's difficult, isn't it? But you just got to use your common sense. You're in Hayville, so what is the temperature like in Hayville? Do let me know. Is it over or above 31? I know I took all my electric off at home in the Essex area, which is where I live. So yeah, can you actually tell me what the temperature is like? I took the electric off just in case it thunderstorms down there. So yeah, I'll switch everything off before I end up going to a different location. This is my second home here. Do let me know what the temperature's like before I leave. I'm waiting for some temperatures on that particular day. Surprised nobody's come and said hello whilst I'm filming here. They probably don't realise it, as it's a small camera. So what is the temperature like in Haverhill, Suffolk? Come on, we need to hear from it. Oh, okay, 38. It's nearly 40, as they said. 38, wow. I'm glad I'm not over there right now. Come over here and you'll get a cool breeze. Honestly, I wouldn't be talking for this long otherwise. I'm going to go inside because actually I don't want to get cancer from the sun. So, of course, I've got to take extra precautions. So, yeah, do what the experts say. Actually, half do what the experts say. To a point they are right, and to a point they are wrong. You know, we've got to sort of live with it as if it's happened before, basically. Do you agree or not agree? Come on, somebody's got to agree with that. So there you go. No, you make your own mind up on these kind of things. So yeah, thank you very much for watching here. I know a lot of people watch on YouTube a lot. I do tend to go on Touring With Us on Facebook page, also on the social group and meetup, which you can see an update live from a different background, a wall background if you like, backdrop, I don't know what they call it these days, but yeah, whatever you like to call it. I'm definitely on that group, but I thought I'd come out to this location here, and I will leave you with a beautiful view here of, you might as well call it a webcam view of this Britannia Pier here. Check out Britannia Pier and you'll know exactly where we are. I like to keep it a little bit of a secret here because you know it's to some extent a hugely popular place, and a lot of people ask, where are you going, where are you going? They keep phoning me and all that kind of thing. I can't take everyone's call, especially live on the air, so I'm glad I'm on this phone rather on the other phone, because if people are ringing me and binging on the phone, it really is annoying. So that's probably what I'll do in the future, use this one, although of course the iPhones are smaller than the bigger phones, but as it stood up on the camera here, it actually fits better on the camera, so that is why I used it. And it's got a bit of battery pack, you know, battery power. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave it on that. Thank you so much. God bless you all wherever you're watching. I'm sorry that it is excessive heat down there. There's nothing much I can do about it. I only pray on God that it cools down a little bit, and hopefully you don't get in amongst all the thunderstorm. All you need is cool rain to get rid of it. But yeah, it is hottish, but of course you're getting a lot of sea breeze across the coast, and of course it's coming from this sea in the background. So can you see the sea here? Can't really see much of the waves here, but there are actually not many people here. So is that an exaggeration of its own kind as well? Because I reckon it's more down south that people are tending to go, like Southend and things like that, and Bournemouth, where it gets flooded with people on the beach. People tend to go to Bournemouth a lot more than a sort of place like this. But I've always loved coming here as a child, so of course it is my favourite all-time place. That's why I like it a little bit more quieter. Actually, it's a good point, that is. The only thing that we had a bit of disappointment on, I'll quickly say this, is that of course we couldn't extend our day because it was actually obviously booked up for this time of year, and it probably will be next month as well. And of course with train strikes on my birthday, I'm not very pleased about that. I will say sod you trains, and of course I'll get very angry with them, because I feel like punching a wall, because they need to get another job and get somebody else that wants to get a job. get a flaming job and get another job and replace yourself with somebody that does want to do the job. Same with some bus drivers that are complaining about everything. You know, I'm not saying all bus drivers do it. All bus drivers are very good, by the way, as well, because I know a lot of them out there. I know a lot of them in the Suffolk area, so I'm not saying I'm against you as a person, but we all need to get grip, and of course we need to have a bit of common sense here. If you don't like your job, don't get another one, you know, and don't be frightened about a lot of things. You know, I'm actually more frightened about ghosts, actually, more than anything else. So yeah, it just goes to show, doesn't it? Thank you so much for everyone here. You have been my all-weather friend here. Free thumbs up, free speech, as we all know. You make your own mind up about this heat here, and you make your mind up about any other political sort of aspect there. Thank you so much. Live from Norfolk here, and we'll leave you with the beautiful view, and you can take in some of the sea air here and make it go your way from this sea breeze here to cool you down. It might work, it might not. You just have to use some common sense and go and get some fans out there. I think we've got some fans today. Some real fans, people fans. So there you go. Sit next to a fan. That's how you keep cool at a football match, by the way. A bit of a comedy that you don't often get. So live from this area, we'll leave you to take in the view of this side of the Britannia Pier. Remember where you see it here. Remember where you watched me as well. Lovely coffee. Going to sign off now and possibly have an ice cream, and I'll probably take a picture of that, not actually do a video of it, because I don't like filming everything. I can't, because, you know, someone might tell me off. You never know these days, so you have to be careful. So from Lovely Coffee, live from Norfolk here at this beautiful seaside resort, taking the sea air right now. Come on, you can do this for the country. Love you all. So, is it going to flick over? I think it will. Magic, I've disappeared. A bit of magic you don't often get to see. So there we are. So that's the beautiful view of the sea here. Almost like a webcam view here. Let's take in the beautiful surrounding sounds as my voice goes with you. A bit like Paul McKenna. Deep relaxation. Do check out Paul McKenna, or actually Paul McKenna, actually, if I can get his name right. Paul McKenna. Deep relaxation. Loads of them on YouTube there, if you want to try and get to sleep at night. Better still, you can hear me. I'll try and hypnotise you. Actually I won't, because I'm not really that experienced with it, but of course I can definitely try and relax your mind as we take in the deep air and the surrounding beautiful seaside resort here in Norfolk. Listen to the seagulls. Just imagine you are relaxing here on holiday. Some people like to relax on holiday, floating to that scene as if it's like a movie set. Just imagine that good feeling now. We're sending love to you all, to all those loved ones out there, and we're only praying for God that everyone is going to survive this heat and use our common sense. And the fact that we have to return obviously tomorrow back to Cambridge, and let's pray we return to full affection. And I hope everyone, and pray to God right now, because it is God's sea out there in that direction. You know, I don't know how many people out there are religious today. It's time that we got into that feeling, understand what God is all about. A lot of people have not looked into what God is really all about, you know, and they sort of miss out on that opportunity. That's the only source we have left. The God which is probably in that sun that I can't see with the naked eye, and you can't either. It's up in the sky, by the way. And it feels like we're in Spain, France, Portugal, although we're not getting any fires to extreme heat. But, you know, if we pray to God now, everyone can have us, or most people can have a safe journey back home if they are on holiday, and be safe wherever they are. Thank you so much, everyone. Hopefully that's relaxed your mind out there. I'm just making things up on the spot. Hopefully I've done well for you to relax your mind out there with a soothing voice here as my voice drops deeper into that sort of form. Live for you, free of charge, deep relaxation from lovely coffee. I think I should do that a bit more often, each time I finish my show in full affection. So I'll let you take in the beautiful sea just for pure silence. From all of us here, on behalf of not Greater Anglia, but touring with us, thank you very much for subscribing to us. Thank you very much for sticking by us. God bless you all and have a safe time. And hopefully when it gets cooler, we should all put this in the past and get on with our lives. By the way, that's a police siren in the background. Hopefully they're not come to tell us off for filming here on the beach. It's quite loud, isn't it? Don't worry, they're not after me. It's going towards seashore. They're not looking for me. Hopefully not, anyway. But when that siren goes quiet, oh, it has. The seashore buses over there. I don't know if anyone can see that over there. The top open buses over there. So what a good spot this is. This is where I've been filming here. It's a beautiful spot here. So live from Norfolk here, we'll leave you with the Britannia Pier, and we'll say ta-ta for now. Love you all, and stay safe, and we'll see you soon. There you go, give us a wave. We're all having a lovely time on holiday. There you go. So there you go, it's nice people are able to do that. They would do that on holiday. We don't know who they are, but they're having a relaxing time on holiday, and why not? So have yourself a relaxing time wherever you are, even if you're not on holiday. Catch you all later. Bye from Touring With Us team. See ya.